I wonder if y'all can hear me right now. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I ain't got time for that. I got stuff to do. Welcome, mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hopefully y'all can hear me out there this time. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Welcome to another episode of Club Pizzle on the Happy Hour Network. I am your host, Don P, aka Pizzle, aka the Pie God, aka Unk. I want to thank each and every last one of y'all for y'all continued support of this podcast and of this platform. So, what I need for y'all to do right now is log on to OhioEntertainmentAwards.net and vote Don P for best podcast / radio personality, as well as this podcast, Club Pizzle, for best podcast. I need y'all to do that. I've been nominated at these awards for more years than I can remember. As of right now, like I can remember like 4 or 5 years that I've been nominated. I've been nominated like I have like 10, 11, 12 nominations, and I haven't won yet. So always the bridesmaid, never the bride. I'm feeling like Glenn fucking Close right now. So what I need y'all to do, I need y'all to vote for a brother. Let's get this award. Let's bring this trophy home. I promise y'all. I do this. One, I do it because I love it. Two, I want to be rewarded for what I do. So yes, I'm going for these awards. I'm going to strive for these awards. And anybody who has anything bad to say about that, the Frank stand is open. With that being said, let's move on. Let's get to it. Listen, next week, there will be no Club Pizzle. I am on vacation next week. I will be out of town next week. So there will be no Club Pizzle next Thursday. Taking a week off. Thank goodness. But Pizzle's picks may or may not go on. I'm not sure yet. I don't know how long. I'm going out of town. I don't know when I'm coming back. I'll just put it like that. It's just I know whenever I come back, there won't be any Club Pizzle next Thursday. So I'll be back the following Thursday. Also, full disclosure is on its way back. I spoke to Jocelyn and she said she's ready to get back to it. So we are going to get back to it. Now let's get to the show because again, I'm on vacation. I'm in vacation mode. I don't want to be here for long. I'm here for a good time and not a long time. That's the fun thing about having your own network. You can go as long as you want, or you can go as short as you want. And the way this thing is going right now, Pizzle's picks might be longer than Club Pizzle. I ain't even gonna hold you. But let's get to it. The Cleveland Browns got punked last week. They were without Deshaun Watson, who was a late scratch. He was injured, and he didn't practice all week. They had Dorian Thompson-Robinson practicing all week. I believe they felt like Deshaun was going to play and he was going to be ready to play, which was not the case. They worked him out Sunday morning, and he couldn't throw the ball past 10 yards. So they decided to shut him down. He was medically cleared. Let me let y'all in on something. The teams medically clear you. They will medically clear you. It don't matter. If you can get up and fart, they'll medically clear you. That don't mean you can go out and play. And the way I see this, I feel like Kevin Stefanski learned from what happened 2 years ago with Baker Mayfield and his shoulder injury and what it did to their season. And he did kind of throw Deshaun under the bus. But I'm pretty sure it's like, listen, we dealt with this 2 years ago. I don't want to deal with this now. I have a $230 million quarterback. I have a bye week coming up. You shut it down this week. You got another week to get yourself together. You come back next week. We'll see where you are. That's how I looked at that situation. But I don't like the way Kevin Stefanski got up in his press conference and said that. And I'm not going to talk about the fans this week because I don't want to curse. I don't like y'all. I don't give a damn about y'all. I can't stand y'all. Y'all do not speak for me. And I had this conversation with somebody this week. The reason I don't mess with y'all because y'all don't know what y'all want. Y'all were saying, oh, but Deshaun could have toughed it out. When y'all clearly 2 years ago saying that the other quarterback that was here, Baker Mayfield, should have shut it down because his shoulder was hurting. Y'all don't know what the fuck y'all want. But I'm going to move on to the game. Listen, I'm rooting for Dorian Thompson-Robinson. I really am. He wasn't ready to be in there. There was no way he should have been in there Sunday. He looked bad. He couldn't complete the screen, the pass in the flat. He looked horrible. Horrible. I like the kid. This is the game he was supposed to be in. And also, Kevin Stefanski, I know you believe in your guys. I know you think Dorian has the same skill set as Deshaun. Clearly, he don't. He don't have the arm strength. He don't have the vision. He can't read the defenses yet. The bullets, once the bullets got to flying around him, he was shell-shocked. He was shell-shocked. There was no running game. The offensive line got punked. Joe Bitonio included. They got beat up by a more physical team, and the Baltimore Ravens are known to be the physical team that wants to muck the game up. That's what they do. They are a trenches team. John Harbaugh has been there for 17 years for a reason. They muck games up. It's smash mouth football. That is exactly, it is smash mouth AFC Central / North football. Which clearly the Cleveland Browns aren't ready to play yet. So they go into their bye week 2-2. It gives a lot of these guys, Myles Garrett was in a walking boot. I haven't had any updates on that as of yet, but he's in a walking boot. Hopefully the bye week gives him a week to mend that ankle or the leg or whatever the hell happened to him. It was a lot of nicks and dings, and the San Francisco 49ers are going to be rolling in here, and more than likely they're going to be 5-0 when they roll in here. They thought the Baltimore Ravens were smash mouth. The San Francisco 49ers are even worse. I'm looking ahead, but I'm just saying, that's a smash mouth football team right there. They beat your ass up front, offensive and defensive line. So, hey, y'all better bring y'all lunch, Browns. That's all I got to say about the Cleveland Browns. I'm done with it. Now, let's get to it. The NBA training camps have opened. Now, y'all won't find anybody out here right now in the Cleveland podcast world more excited than I am. Outside of the cats that they had at Media Day, I'm gonna make it my business to be at Cavs Media Day next year. I'm gonna make it my business. I gotta be there. I just have to. But I'm excited. Looking at the Cleveland Cavaliers and watching Media Day, the things that I took from it, I was just watching the guys. The biggest concern for me was exactly how much weight did Evan Mobley put on during the offseason. And he got up there, and I love Evan Mobley. He's such a good kid, man. He's 21 years old. He is such a great kid, man. Listen, y'all. Y'all can't tell me shit about Evan Mobley. I'll just tell you that right now. But Ev got up there and said, I put on about 7 pounds of muscle. Which means he ain't lying. Because who gives the exact number of the pounds that they put on? This bald head is, listen, man, just don't concentrate on the bald head. Don't watch the bald head. I don't even know why I got the headphones on. Maybe so I can hear myself. I don't need these headphones. Screw these headphones. Right there. Y'all can, as long as y'all can hear the sound effects, I don't need those headphones. They were throwing me off, and I'm looking at my baldy on the screen, baldy shining. Yeah, fresh cut. Y'all know how I do. Flyest dude in the city. But my guy got up there and said, "Oh, I put on 7 pounds of muscle," and it looked like it. It showed. He got some cuts, and y'all just have to remember that Evan Mobley is only 21 years old. Me, as a basketball head and as a basketball mind, can see all of the potential that Evan Mobley has. Evan Mobley has MVP potential. Evan Mobley has Defensive Player of the Year potential. Evan Mobley has top 10, top 5 potential. And I can see it. I'm putting the cart in front of the horse. Now, I sat on my show last year and I said, I think Evan Mobley can average 20 and 10. And I got about to January and I was like, damn, Don, you moving too fast. You're seeing what everybody else can't see and won't see until it actually happens. The potential is bursting out of Evan Mobley. I'm just telling y'all right now. The potential is bursting to come out. And had he got drafted by the Houston Rockets or the Detroit Pistons or one of those teams that didn't need him, maybe the Toronto Raptors, he would already be 25 and 10. But coming to a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers, where you have an established scorer and you have a set of guys that are established, he didn't have to do that. When he came, everybody thought it was going to be Garland and Colin Sexton. Like, we're going to take the scoring load off of him. But things changed. Sexton got hurt. Garland became an all-star. Jared Allen turned into an all-star. And it's like, oh, now we can really bring this guy along. Now we can slowly bring him along. And you could just see it. Like, he had games in his rookie year. I believe he dropped like 38. Last year, he had some games where you can just see it all bursting out of him. If you're a real basketball head, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all know the exact things that I'm speaking about. I look at that kid and I see a little bit of Chris Bosh. I see a little bit of Anthony Davis in him. If he can find a little bit of attitude on the court, not off the court, on the court. Now, his brother, Isaiah, has the attitude. I watched him play all last season with the Cleveland Charge. He got some attitude and some edge to him. Evan Mobley is really just a nice guy. And you can just see he's a nice guy. When he talks, he's very soft-spoken. And that's okay. He's young. This media stuff, like, it's something different. It's a little different, slightly different. But the potential is there. I was looking at Darius Garland. Darius Garland looks to be up a couple of pounds. He got some definition. His chest is a little bit bigger. He done put on a few pounds. Donovan Mitchell looks to be in great shape. Jared Allen looks to had been in the weight room and put on a couple of pounds. I love the new additions. I love the fact that Max Strus said that when he knew that the Cavaliers were interested, he called Kevin Love. And I love the fact that Kevin Love gave the Cleveland Cavaliers organization a ringing endorsement. Thank you, Kevin. We greatly appreciate that. George Niang, like those guys, like these new additions. I'm so excited. I'm also dying to see who is going to be the starting small forward. Is it going to be Max Strus? Is it going to be Isaac Okoro? Isaac Okoro is the most athletic player on this team. You can see the athleticism bursting out of him. He's a great athlete. He's working on his shooting. He just has to work on getting to the basket off the dribble and not just the dive, because teams see that. If I can see it at home, or if I can watch it at home and see it, if I'm watching it from the crib and I'm seeing, okay, this, then I'm pretty sure there's the film guy who does see this. Let me tell y'all, I am so hyped to see what Imoni Bates is going to do. Y'all do not understand. I have been sitting on my hands since June. Since Summer League ended, I've been sitting on my hands. And at least twice a week, me and my guy Chris Cargile chat about Imoni Bates. He thinks that Imoni Bates can start now, as well as my guy DJ Chris Styles. Shout out to Chris Styles, who was out at Media Day. Go check them out. He interviewed Imoni Bates. That is up on Facebook right now. He also interviewed Austin Carr. Check out my guy DJ Chris Styles. These aren't ads. I'm just bigging up my people. That's just what I do. I big people up. And I'm not afraid to big people up. But my excitement and my anticipation for Imoni Bates outweighs anybody's in the city of Cleveland. I'm just telling y'all right now. I'm telling you. Chris Styles, you excited for him? I'm way more excited for him. My guy Chris Cargile, you already know what it is. You know what time it is. All of my people, I told people leading up to the draft, if he falls to the second round, take him. If he falls in your lap, take him. And they did. And I told people, we don't have a first round pick. Who we gonna get, Don? Imoni Bates. Imoni Bates. That's the only name that I had for the NBA draft. That's the only name I had for y'all. And I told y'all, Imoni Bates. I told y'all. Leave it. Also, Kobe Altman got up and talked about his ordeal that he went through a couple of weeks ago. He was busted on the highway. He apologized. And I look at it like this. I say, listen, man. And I posted this. I said, listen, Kobe, you're human. You don't have to apologize for anything. It's okay. You're human. You make mistakes. You talk to your bosses. It's okay. Now, if it happens again, you might have a problem. But he addressed it and it was like, all right, the case is still pending, so I really can't talk about it. I like the fact that JB Bickerstaff got up and said, the offense is going to change. There's going to be a lot of spreading the ball out. It's going to be some pick and roll. And I think if you put Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell in a pick and roll with Evan Mobley and or Jared Allen, what you going to guard? Especially if Evan continues to rise and goes to that 20 and 10 level that I thought he was going to get to last year. They're going to spread the floor, which means there's going to be a lot of opportunities in the post for Evan Mobley to get busy, so we can see what he's doing down low, see what he can get in the paint. If that jump hook is working, if that back shoulders baseline spin into a fadeaway is there, spin into the paint. We're just gonna see. I ain't gonna get too technically basketball nerdy on y'all. I'm just not gonna do that to y'all. Listen, man, as a Cleveland Cavaliers supporter, I'm excited. I'm going to get to a few games. I think I'm going to go to a preseason game or two or all of them. It depends if I'm back in town. They will be in town next Thursday on the 12th. And I'm thinking, like, if I'm back in town, I'm going to the game. I'm just letting y'all know, like, hey, just look for me. Might not be courtside PIZZLE, but I'm definitely not going to be. Shut up, Don. We ain't going to do that. But training camps have opened up all over the NBA. Before I get to that, let me go back to what I was saying last week about. I gotta put the headphones on. I feel like I need to hear myself. I feel like I'm not talking loud enough. But my worst nightmare happened. Drew Holiday did get traded to Boston for Malcolm Brogdon, Robert Williams, and some picks. Hurt my feelings. I'm telling you right now. When I saw that, I said, no. Anybody but them. I watched this introductory press conference. I seen him in the Boston uniform, and it just hurts my soul because I'm somebody who supports the Cleveland Cavaliers. I am someone who roots for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I see him in Celtic green, and it makes me sick to my fucking stomach. I can't lie to y'all. It's going to make me sick to my stomach if I have to sit up here on my NBA preview show and say that the Boston Celtics are going to win the Eastern Conference. It's going to make me sick to my stomach if I have to sit up here on my show, on my network, and tell y'all that the Boston Celtics are going to be the 2024 NBA champions. It's going to make me sick. And as of right now, my mind, my heart, and my gut are telling me that the Boston Celtics are going to win the fucking NBA championship. And it's making me sick to my stomach. Yes, Dame Lillard is in Milwaukee with Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton. They made that trade and still managed to stay 8 deep. Yes, the Los Angeles Lakers are bringing the same team back that they brought in at the trade deadline, which was the hottest team in the NBA since February. We got swept by the eventual NBA champion in a bunch of nip-tuck games. Yes, the Denver Nuggets are the defending NBA champions. Yes, the Phoenix Suns brought in Bradley Beal. So we have a high-scoring big three. Yes, the Oklahoma City Thunder might be one of the most exciting teams in the NBA. Yes, the Cleveland Cavaliers might take another step. Yes, the New York Knicks might be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. But it still does not take away the fact that the Boston Celtics might win the 2024 NBA championship. It doesn't. I've been thinking about this all week or since Sunday, since this happened. I say those bastards can win the NBA championship. I said that. And I hate it. I don't want to see that happen. I really don't want to see it happen. It would make me sick to my stomach if I have to sit here in June and say congratulations to the Boston Celtics for winning ring number 18. It's going to hurt me to say that. If they'd win, and I'm going to just put this out there right now. I'm not even doing my NBA preview yet. That's coming in the next couple of weeks. Opening night is in 19 days. Do with that as you may. If the Boston Celtics win the NBA championship, I will buy a Boston Celtics jersey or a t-shirt or something and sit on my show and sing their praises. Okay? Mark that down. October 5th, 2023. Don P, if the Boston Celtics win the NBA championship, Don P will come on his show and say, with a Boston Celtics jersey, I'll buy a Jason Tatum jersey. I like Jason Tatum. I am a Jason Tatum fan. He's a Duke guy, so I root for all the Duke guys. Tatum, Irving, the rest of those guys. I don't want to have to do that. But I haven't got there yet. I still got some research to do on these teams. Preseason basketball started this afternoon with Minnesota and Dallas out in Abu Dhabi. Everybody was out there. That's got to be a hell of a trip. But James Harden is in Philly camp, and this is quick hits. James Harden is in Philly's camp. Daryl Morey said he is going to try to trade him, but James Harden showed up, and as of right now, I haven't seen anything. He just came to practice, got dressed, and practiced, and hooped, and it was okay. He only has a problem with Daryl Morey. He loves the rest of the team. He loves his teammates. James wants to play ball. He's just upset that Daryl Morey is a liar and he doesn't want to play with him. His beef is with the front office. His beef is not with the team. His beef is not with Nick Nurse. His beef is not with Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey. None of those guys. His beef is with his former best friend, Daryl Morey. LeBron going into season 21. He's dedicating this season to Bronny. Gotta give it up for that. Dedicating this season to his son. If y'all don't know or if y'all don't remember, Bronny James had a heart issue over the summer and had like some treatment for it, and he's working his way back, and hopefully we see Bronny James suit up for the USC Trojans sometime in the near future. I'm hoping and I'm praying. I'm pulling for that kid. You know, LeBron is one of us. He is the kid from Akron, which is right down the road from me. I can spit in Nick and land in Akron. I have some family down there. I got nieces and nephews down there. My oldest daughter lives in Akron. My grandsons are in Akron. You know, Bron is one of us. So I am going to, I'm pulling for him. And again, what a story it would be for LeBron James in season 21 to win an NBA championship and be like MVP and finals MVP and all of that. How crazy would it be? Chris Paul looks funny in a Warriors uniform. That's it. That's the punchline. I got nothing. And Jimmy Butler is a wild dude. I know y'all seen it. That's his. I'm just gonna be used to that from now on. I'm gonna be used to Jimmy Butler coming in with a different hairstyle. Who knows? Next year he might show up with the skee ball, or a ball fade, or a hot top fade, or the old Jimmy Butler, the Chicago Jimmy Butler joint. This is just, it's gonna be his thing. Got no issues with that. And it's crazy that nobody's talking about the Denver Nuggets, and they are the defending champions. That's the funniest thing in the world to me. They got it in place where they can repeat, and nobody's talking about them. Which is why I said I'm not going to make any predictions or anything just yet. I'm going to leave it there. And with that said, y'all, We gonna get out of here. Remember, no Club Pizzle next week. I will not be here next week. Y'all can just watch this one again, or watch Pizzle's picks, or watch anything that I have up. They are right on the YouTube page and on the Facebook page. Just look them up, man. I greatly appreciate it. Again, go to ohioentertainmentawards.net. Voting ends October the 13th. Nominate me. Well, nomination process ends October 13th. Vote for me, Don P, Pizzle, Pie God, for best radio / podcast personality, and this podcast for best podcast, Club Pizzle. I would greatly appreciate that. I will see you guys in 2 weeks. I'm going to enjoy my vacation. That is my plan. I'm going to go out of town. I am going to enjoy my vacation. I am going to enjoy everything. I am going to drink a lot. I am going to eat really good. And I'm probably going to be 3 shades darker when I come back in 2 weeks. Y'all know what it is, man. Always protect your peace, protect your energy. The message is more important to the messenger. Keep your head down to the finish line. And creators, be great. Stay positive, because negative energy is trash. Peace. See y'all in 2 weeks.